Everybody, before we get into today's update, I need to go over a quick overview of what's transpiring here. XRP is down about 10% on the day as we broke through and we hit a validation rejection at 508, and it forced us down and the bears took control. Now, the pattern that I've deciphered, now that it's starting to reveal itself more, it seems like it's turned into a broadening wedge here. And this last drop of 10% actually hit the 46 cent roughly. It's right around that 46 cent support, which happens to be the inverted head and shoulders neckline. So we're going to see if this pattern reveals itself as very bearish or it bounces back up to the top of the wedge. I'm going to show you exactly what the broadening wedge is. It's a series of higher highs and lower lows forming at the same time. But also, I'll show you the definition so that we can get on a better understanding, not just myself, but also everybody watching. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, as it's our choice to go positivity over negativity and to take emotions out of it so that we can understand the pattern, and not to make a pattern prediction, so to say, but to let the charts decipher it for us. Make sure you hit that like button, as it'll greatly push me through the analytics, and we're going to get into the pattern right now. Good evening, 4:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, June 14th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, if this is a broadening wedge pattern, this is what it's starting to take shape like, a broadening wedge. So let me show it. It's also known as the megaphone pattern. Somebody said it in the live, actually, right as I was about to log off the live. So I remember somebody saying that, so I can't remember the name, but excellent job. I remember just seeing the megaphone comment as I was logging off. So the broadening wedge pattern, also known as the expanding wedge pattern or megaphone pattern, is a technical analysis pattern frequently observed in financial markets. It is formed by two diverging trend lines that are sloping in opposite directions. The upper trend line connects to the higher highs, while the lower trend line connects to lower lows. As the pattern develops, the price range expands, creating a widening or broadening shape. So, just based on what we read there, you definitely see the lower lows expanding to a downward direction, the upper highs, or the higher highs expanding in an upward direction. So just right there. The broadening wedge pattern is considered a reversal pattern, indicating a potential trend reversal from the prior trend. However, it does not inherently suggest whether the reversal will be bullish or bearish. The eventual breakout direction from the pattern determines the bullish or bearish nature of the reversal. So again, let's take a look. If we break over the top side and confirm it, that's a bullish breakout. If we break down below the bottom of the wedge and confirm it, that's a bearish breakdown. And this conversely would be a very big bearish breakdown for XRP, because this is the inverted head and shoulders neckline right here. So we got to watch out very carefully here. On a bullish breakout, if the price breaks out of the upper trend line of the broadening wedge pattern with strong volume, it is often interpreted as a bullish signal. A bullish breakout suggests that the buyers have gained control and the price is likely to continue rising. Conversely, the bearish breakdown or breakout. Conversely, if the price breaks out of the lower trend line of the broadening wedge pattern with strong volume, it is typically seen as a bearish signal. A bearish breakout suggests that sellers have gained control and the price is likely to continue declining. So, in this case in particular, if the bears take control, this would crack the inverted head and shoulders neckline and push us back down into a very dangerous level. Then you've only got 44 cent support down here, which, you know, if you continue down here, get a rejection here, this is why I pushed it here. We're going to make two choices. One, we're going to come up to here after if we do get a little consolidation, and we're going to come up to this 477 level. Very important level as well. I can't even explain how important. So if we can get back on top of that, maybe we push back up to the top of the wedge and then confirm this double top at 585. Maybe that's how we get back up there, as the 585 is lined up on the next hit of the broadening wedge on resistance, but the next hit of support right now we hit at 46 cents. So what wins out? This 46 cent hold, and can we make another push back up to the top of the wedge, or is this it? I think this is deciphered beautifully right here. And everybody who commented in the live as well, you did an excellent job. That's why I love the live. So there's a low, but we don't really need to say that's the lower low. But you started right there getting that support structure. But now you've got lower low, lower low, lower low. And then you start here high, high, high. So you got 4 times here, 3 times on the top. So is this going to continue playing true? Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. And now let me delete these because you can clearly see. I think it's very clear that this turned into a broadening wedge very quickly here. Especially with the nature of the dump down with the $2 billion liquidity on the trading firm, liquidating $2 billion of user funds and just selling out. And then with the Hinman documents released, we've got something brewing here. So if you look at this, that looks like a broadening wedge to me. You've definitely got hits on support and resistance. So resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3, support 1, support 2, support 3. Can support 4 hold? What's going to give first? The support and this neckline at the inverted head and shoulders. Actually, you could say it's at 44 cents. That's why it's up to your... We have to break 44 cents on the pattern. But to me, you're getting into a dangerous area if you do break 46 cents. I understand you could say the neckline's at 44, and I acknowledge that. But once you break down into that head range, I mean, I really would... You want to hold that 46 cents. This could be interpreted as some kind of weird neckline, but I still think this is the appropriate area up here at the real neckline. But I understand that you can interpret it this because you could say inverted left shoulder and the smaller turn inverted right shoulder. So the neckline is actually at 44 cents. So there, I'll call it 44 cents, like I keep saying, is the overwhelming area. But now we've come into the test zone. This is truly the test zone for XRP, so pay attention. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this a broadening wedge or the megaphone pattern that's formed here? Trying to make this more of a teaching YouTube, so that's why I've decided to do it in this fashion. Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance up here, down to support, back up to the resistance, down to support. Now we're going to continue on, or now that we've done bam, is this where it falls to and then we just keep going? The only other option is we hold 46 and then we come back up. We're going to know if we have any kind of return rally and we get into this area at the 477 level. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics. And if you want to support my work, simply join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. And you can read in the video description below and or pinned comments the reasons why. If you need to find a reason or a way to trade XRP, UPHOLD is our last stand in the USA without a VPN. That's in the video description below, so you can try to trade there. Or if you don't want to pay spot fees on the buy and sell and you have a way to use it, Mexi and or BIC in the video description below, and there's also a way to leverage trade, which I don't advocate for it, but it is there. Make sure you're paying attention to these charts. Make sure you're paying attention to the very volatile nature of this pattern, and let me know in the comments what you think. Remember, keep an even keel mind. The positivity will win out every single time. By law of attraction, this community will become very, very, very cohesive.